It is a cold, rainy day in North Carolina, and we are about to drive 2 hours to Greensboro from Charlotte to meet up with a guy I've been talking to off of Craigslist for the last day or so. He has two massive vintage binders. One is Pokemon, one is Yu-Gi-Oh! I know nothing about the Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I am taking a gamble just buying it all. He's also throwing in a Game Boy SP, a bunch of games, a fake copy of Pokemon Emerald. I have a buddy that I sent a picture to of it yesterday that owns a video game shop. He is willing to take all of that off my hands once I buy it, so it's gonna help with a little bit of the cost. So let's go buy these binders. Once we're back at the house, I'll flip through all of the pages. Let me know in the comments if you think it was a good buy overall once we see it, and hopefully I'm not taking a massive loss buying all this Yu-Gi-Oh! I know nothing about. Hey, how's it going, dude? I'm AJ.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, man. Those are some thick binders.
Yeah.
Is that all like your childhood collection?
No, I actually started.
Okay.
And I never really went all the way through with it, and they've just been sitting in the closet for the last few years. But I just go ahead and start clearing out a lot of the stuff.
Start moving some stuff out.
Yeah. I got rid of a lot of stuff last year. About getting rid of some more stuff this year.
And this is all you have for like cards and things?
Yeah. I got more into the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff than I did into the Pokemon stuff. So,
Yeah, that Yu-Gi-Oh binder. I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh.
man, there's some neat cards in there. With the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I got a bunch of hollows, like 300, at least 300 plus hollows in there.
Game Boy works fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So cool deal.
I didn't even realize that they made them.
Yeah, this is a repo copy.
Yeah, this morning I researched that.
There's-
I never realized that.
Emerald's probably one of the most expensive games for the SP. I have a legit copy of Emerald, but unfortunately, there's ways to tell by like the way the backside looks, the way the pins look, the way the stickers look. As soon as I saw the backside, I knew it was kind of a repo, but at least the SP is cool.
Yeah, when I got into the Pokemon and the games and stuff all over again, I didn't realize how much things had been replicated and how much changed.
Dude, there's fake cards, there's fake Game Boys, fake, basically everything. Yeah, this I have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's a lot of cards. Exodia is cool. You got all 5 pieces. I mean,
The Egyptian god cards are in there. We have a lot of the original Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
yeah. So I'm taking this is all like late '90s, early 2000s stuff, or is it like reprints from like different eras?
I think some of them are first editions. Some of them are originals, and some of them have been probably some of the later stuff.
Cool. Like, I'll make a video with this. I don't even think I'm gonna deconstruct this binder. Like the Pokemon stuff, I do like lives and deconstruct it, and then help people build sets, and I take what I need. But I don't even know what to do with this. It's cool. I might literally just keep it exactly like this as a 6-inch binder, just full of cool cards.
Yeah. That was quite a collection there.
Man, it's even hard to close. All right, man. Well, I'm cool with all that. Made the drive, met halfway, 425.
Yep.
If you want to count it out.
That's cool.
It's all good. It's there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
good.
I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
I'll send you the link to the video if you want to check it out after.
Okay, that's cool.
I appreciate it. Quick pit stop before we make it back to the house. The Game Boy Advance, the fake copy of Emerald, amongst a few other games that he forgot to give me on the camera. I am actually selling to one of my local video game stores, Collector's Cove in Salisbury, North Carolina. I sent him a picture of it yesterday. He said he would take it all. Gonna try to recoup some of the money because I don't actually need another Game Boy. I have an SP already with a legit copy of Emerald. What's up, dude?
How you doing?
You wanted to buy all this? I just picked up a,
You wanted to buy it all?
yeah. I picked up a big card collection the guy threw in an SP. Well, didn't throw in, I paid for it.
You're
I didn't-
fine?
Yeah, mine's fine. Mine's doing good, so I didn't need a secondary, but
Gentleman right here is interested in this
Fake.
Pikachu, by the way, so don't sell it.
What? Oh,
That right there.
you can just tell by filling the cart.
that's Yu-Gi-Oh, that's Pokemon.
Thank y'all for coming in. I'm sorry about that.
If you like want to scan through some of Zach knows all Yugioh. Like I got a guy coming in here in a minute.
Yep.
Just making sure I'm gonna send him pictures.
Yep.
So like you just give me some pictures.
I'll send you a video later, because I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna finish like my actual video for YouTube, like flipping through it, all that, and then it's all gonna get liquidated.
They're gonna be all junk.
Yeah, I think it's all reprints. I'm not, I don't know what I'm looking at, but it doesn't look like it's anything special.
He is actually up already to $77.
Okay.
$72.
Basically I added all that for the 100.
All 151's going up.
You wanted 100.
I paid him 100 for all of it.
You paid him 100 for all this.
I
Yeah.
got
It was one big deal. It was $400 for all the cards with the Game Boy and everything.
I'll give you 100.
All right.
You want 100 or 50, sir?
I don't care. Whichever. 100 is cool for all that. So after about a 4-hour round trip, we are back at the house. I counted 168 pages between these two binders, front and back side, loaded with cards. So that is over 3,000 cards total between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Since I sold the Game Boy for $100 and I paid $425 initially, I'm in these cards for about 10 cents a card. I still don't really know if that's a good buy or not, because there's not a ton of holos in this Pokemon binder, but a lot of it is old school cards, vintage through Diamond and Pearl, all the way up to XY. So mainly this binder is going to be parted out, helping friends build sets. I need a lot of cards in here. I'm going to save a lot of the cards. Everything through the EX era I am definitely keeping. I want to keep all of it for future set building, everything in really good shape. So let's start flipping through the pages. I am going to move pretty quick because there is a lot of cards in both of these binders. I want to at least show all the pages, and let me know in the comments, like I stated, do you think this was a good buy? I am in it for $325. I have a ton of cards, but I don't really know what to do with all of these cards. So the first few pages in the Pokemon binder has most of the holos. We have some original WotC stuff, base set, one of the Pop Series 2 promos. Moving into it, the Black Star promo is actually one of the really cool ones, the Dark Persian. That Dark Raichu is one of my favorite cards. I see it has a big swirl on it there at the bottom as well. A lot of Pikachus. It starts getting bulky, but it's good bulk. It's not just modern bulk that you would have with like Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, the stuff that really doesn't go for a ton of money. These are things people need, especially like people that I know in my local area and community that are all working on different eras, different sets of cards. I will find homes for a majority of these cards. Now, typically when I get these Pokemon card binders, I do a live, which I'll schedule probably for this weekend, and I will tear this whole binder down. Typically people are in there saying, hey, I need this, hey, I need that, and just kind of how it goes with breaking down these binders. I get a majority of it gone just showing these videos, because I don't really have any intention to keep all of these cards, all of the Sandstorm, the Dragon, the Ruby and Sapphire stuff, I am definitely pulling out. I know I need multiple cards in here already for a lot of the sets I'm working on. I mean, there's first edition base in here. There's all the WotC, Jungle, Fossil, base 2. There's Diamond and Pearl. There's Neo. I'm seeing like a little bit of everything on every page. Definitely cool Espeon. So even though they're not holos, I mean, there's just a lot of really good cards in here. Neo Discovery Unknown, I love that one. A lot of Delta species. The energies don't really have a good use for those right now unless they're set specific. We're about halfway through this binder. There is just a massive amount of cards in here. So the Pokemon binder has 59 pages, front and backside completely filled, and then the Yu-Gi-Oh binder has 109 pages on it. That Sandstorm Eevee's a good one. A lot of Evolutions, a lot of Pikachus, a lot of just everything in here. Fairy types, and then a ton of trainers in the backside. So the bright thing is, I think I have the Yu-Gi-Oh binder sold already, and one of my local buddies is probably going to pick it up for like 250 bucks or so. So if that ends up being the case, I am going to be in this entire Pokemon binder for less than $100. Like I said, I'm going to keep a lot of it. I'm going to part a lot of it out, but for 100 bucks, especially with the first page being completely hollows for the first few pages, I think it's pretty decent so far. Now the Yu-Gi-Oh binder, this is where insanity starts. This, no joke, is about 6 inches or so thick. It has 109 pages in it, about 2,000 cards. I don't know a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh! All I know is you're going to have to look specifically at the coding there, look that up, and then you can pretty much figure out what set it's from, what era it's from, because a lot of these I am going to just assume they are reprints. He says a lot of them were reprints. He said a lot were first editions, but I think most of the cards just say first edition on them. Let me know down below if you know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or if any Yu-Gi-Oh! People find my page. I am specifically a Pokemon collector. I know the most about Pokemon, but this here, it looks cool. It's the first, I think, 30 or so pages are all hollows. A lot of cards I do recognize from being a kid. I didn't really play. I collected Yu-Gi-Oh! For a short month or two. I don't have any of those cards from my childhood, but I do recognize some of the arts. I remember watching the show, some of the episodes, but outside of that, they have a ton of cards. We are still in the hollows. There are just hollows on hollows on hollows. Now, the problem is I don't know if these hollows are even worth any money. I don't know if these hollows are worth 10 cents each, even for what I have in them. Finally made it to some non-hollows. And we finally made it to the last page. That took forever. I am 1,000% fast forwarding through that part, but that is a lot of cards. So there's the weekend buy. I found this ad on Craigslist. He was first asking $500 for both binders, just the Pokemon and the Yu-Gi-Oh! We were initially down to $300 for all of the binders. He wanted another $100 for the Game Boy stuff. I just kind of said sure. He was going to try to meet me in the Charlotte area. He was about 3 or 4 hours from my house. We ended up meeting halfway. I chipped in an extra $25 for him making halfway drive. So just to help him out a little bit, because I know time is money and all that. So we went from $400 to $425 for all the binders. Sold all the Game Boy stuff instantly within 30 minutes for 100 bucks. So $325. I have 2 massive binders full of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let me know if you think this was a good deal. If you have any interest in this Yu-Gi-Oh binder, it might be available. I'm giving one of my buddies first dibs on it. I have no intentions of tearing it apart and taking out cards. I kind of want to just get rid of it as is, or I might throw it in the closet and keep it because it does look kind of cool and it's fun to flip through. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one.
Don't stop.